everyone, and my name is Hila, and today we're gonna read the Magic Tree as Merlin Mission Book 23, High Time for Heroes. And today we're gonna start reading at Chapter 4, Bamboo Babysitters. I think Bamboo and the little monkeys got their sisters too. Now, are you ready for read this one book with a lot of stories? Now here we go. And first you can read is the Magic Tree as Merlin Mission Book 23, High Time for Heroes. Chapter 4, Bamboo Babysitters. Oh, not baby sisters, babysitters. So Jack and Annie were gonna be the Bamboo and the monkeys' babysitters, not baby sisters. Now, let's start reading. Everyone was silent for a moment after Fallas left. The Briskins were first to speak. "Well," said the old lady Briskin, "how utterly rude," said Lord Briskin. "Excuse me for a moment while I check on Flo," said Sandra, a worried look on her face. "Perhaps the heat was so much for her, they said." And with that, Sandra laughed at the sitting room too. "Well," said Lady Briskin again, "I hope I did not offend Miss Nightingale by complaining about the rat," said the Countess. "I like her very much, Miss Nightingale. I mean, not the rat. You do not know Fallons as we do," said the Lord Briskin. "You have no idea of the trouble she was causing her family." "It's shocking," said Lady Briskin. "She refused to behave like a lady. She was full of her town thoughts and opinions. She tells her poor mother she was dreams to leave home so she can work." "What's wrong with that?" said Annie. "Uh-oh," cried Annie. Annie sounded angry. "So proper a lady works on our word," Lord Briskin snapped. "Why not?" said Annie. "I mean, if you wanted to follow your dreams and people wouldn't let you, wouldn't you feel bad too? And what's wrong with having thoughts and opinions? I have thoughts and opinions all the time." "What's a rude child you are," said Lady Briskin. "Is that how your parents thought to speak and yours appears?" said Jack. Was staring and getting angry too. "We don't have superiors at home," he said. Lord Briskin glanced at Jack and Annie. "It is a high time you children left this boat," he said. "Miss Nightingale does not even know who you are. None of us know who you are or who your parents are." "Excuse me, sir, but this is not your boat, is it?" said Annie. "I thought it belonged to Sandra and Charlie's." "Oh," said our squirrels, both gasped. Lord Briskin strode the door. "Begone," he said. "You children are very to the word implored. Leave before I send you a cave governor. He'd know what to do with you." "It means go." "Oh, seriously, what does that mean?" said Jack. "It means go," said Annie. "Which I'm happy to do." "Me too," said Jack. Jack and Annie stood up as they headed for the door. Annie looked back at the Countess and baby Bamboo. "Bye-bye, Countess. Goodbye, Cuckoo. It was great meeting you." Jack nodded with agreement. "Must you leave?" said the Countess. "I fear we must," said Jack, clutching Fallons. She cursed and Jack bowed. They both headed out the door. Outside, the sun was brighter and hotter than ever. Flies buzzed everywhere. Jack put his head back on. "Come on, let's get away from these beasts," he said. "The flies and us girls?" said Annie. "Both," said Jack. Jack and Annie have handed over to the gangplank to the riverbank, and then walked through some shade trees at the edge of a Nile. Oh wait, Jack and Annie came out to the boat, but how can Jack and Annie be Bamboo's babysitters? Let's see. And then walked through some, Send for the local governor? Seriously? Said Jack. Their behavior is unthinkable, said Annie. The very deficient and unpolite. Jack laughed, but then he sighed. We blew it, he said. We've got sidetracked. Now how can we complete our mission now? Don't worry, we'll have a Burskins to leave, said Annie. Then we're gonna try to get back on board to visit with Volans. Okay, this sounds like a plan, or sort of, said Jack. Come on, let's get to the big rock under the trees, said Annie. Jack and Annie handed toward the shadowy rock. Not far away, Mustafa was sitting next to his rowboat reading a book. And the guide looked up, giving a nod, and then went back to his reading. Across the river aisles, resting on his donkeys. Could you believe the way those two talk about Volans? Said Annie. She can't be a nurse. She can't work outside at her house. She can't even have her own opinions. How do you become a great people make you feel so bad about yourself? And did you notice that they tried to make us afraid of everything? That was crazy. Yeah, crazy, said Jack, but Osprey's warning had gotten to him. Now he was alert for this bit of a Nile. Was a black mambas would be. Said he wondered, do jackals ever come out during the day? And when he heard the whine of a musk-ox, he shook his head as if his hair was on fire. What's wrong with you? Said Annie. Before Jack could answer, he heard a loud call. Whoa! Jack and Annie jumped and wired out. Cuckoo! Cried Annie. The baby bamboo was scrambling toward them on all of fours. Continuous spun hastily and hurried after her. Cuckoo! She called. Wait! Cuckoo leapt into Annie's arms. Well, hello, cried Annie, hugging the baby bamboo. Oh, they've met, really. I recognize this. She want to find you, said Continuous, out of breath. After you left, she scrooged at the Briskins, and then she even shook a little fist. So they ordered her off the boat too. The poor couple is sitting there all alone. Oh, thank you, Cuckoo, for sticking up for us, said Annie. I can see, like Cuckoo, she likes you, said Continuous. Therefore, I have a favor to ask you. Could you care of her this afternoon? I must take a ferry up down river to see a duck. Sick friend, that I couldn't take Cuckoo. My friend is afraid of creatures from the wild. Of course we'll take care of her, said Annie. Annie, do you know we have a mission, right? Said Jack under his breath. Their job was to find the secret of greatness, not the baby, said Bamboo. Don't worry, Cuckoo will get in the way, said Annie to Jack. She looked at the Continuous. We love to. Thank you, sir, very much. I trust you, wonderful creatures, said the Continuous. She reached up to the purse and brought the chunk of a brown bread and gave it to Jack. Please give a bite when she is hungry or sad. I won't be back until nightfall. Where is this then? Where is this? Said Annie. Yes, made up with each other, said Annie. Said the Continuous. Oh, how about sandless boat? Said Jack. Good, you two are angels who dropped from heaven. Thank you so much, said the Continuous. Be good, Cuckoo. And she hurried down the riverbank to catch her ferry. Uh-oh, said Cuckoo, looking at her cartoonist. Don't be sad, baby, said Annie, sitting back of a rock. Your mom won't be gone long. Uh-oh, said Baboon said. She settled up to Annie's lap and kissed her head. Would Cuckoo like a snack? said Jack asked. He broke a piece of bread and gave it to her. He put a rest on his paunch. Cuckoo held the bread with two tiny hands, and he chewed thoughtfully, looking from Jack to Annie in bright eyes. She unlearned funny little noises between bites. Suddenly, she scratched his pointed upriver. Jack and Annie have turned a look. Fallons had left Charlie Sennel's boat, carrying a small bag. She was walking quickly down the riverbank through Mustafa. Now's our chance, said Jack. Let's go, said Annie, holding Cuckoo. She was hurried down to the Fallons and the guide. I'd like to explore the Valley of Queens, Fallons saying to Mustafa as Jack and Annie approached. Hi there, said Annie. Fallons turned around. She looked and started. Oh, hello, she said. Cuckoo let the others scratch. We're babysitting Cuckoo, said Annie explained. Fallons nodded. Jack couldn't tell did really want to talk to them. Are you going to take more notes this afternoon? Said Annie. Yes, I am, said Fallons answered. You just like Jack, said Annie. He loves to write his notebook too. Oh, how nice, said Fallons. He was embarrassed. Jack was embarrassed. Fallons' mind was clearer on the things. She nodded politely and then turned back to the guide. Shall we be off, Mustafa? Mustafa helped Fallons to the rowboat and took a portion. As the guide picked up the oars, Fallons glanced up back at Annie and Cuckoo. Jack and Annie and Cuckoo. They were all standing at the bank, staring at her. Fallons sighed. Do you need a ride to the western shore? She said. Yes, please, said Annie. Then come, Fallons said. You're welcome to join us. Thanks, said Annie. Jack didn't say anything. He didn't feel welcome at all. Jack and Annie had climbed on Cuckoo and sat behind Fallons. Mustafa used the oars to push the boat into the riverbank, and he began to rolling across the Nile, and white-bearded guide sang on the same peaceful song he had sung before, and Annie gave Jack a thumbs up sign. Not really, like Jack. Fallon was sitting at her back at them now, reading on her notebook. How could they ever get to or pay attention to them? Look up Bailey the Queen, said Annie whispered to him. Jack took a handbook out of a porter's belt. Then he and Annie silently read about. Jack and Annie silently read. About 3,000 years ago, the wives of the portals were burned to the belly of the queens near the belly of the kings, and their thumbs cut out to the limestone cliffs. Excuse me, Miss Nightingale, said Annie. Have you ever been to the belly of the queens? Without looking back, Fallon shook her head. We found some fantastic, said Annie. She nudged Jack, letting him know he was turned to speak. Do you know what the wives of Apollos were burned about 3,000 years ago? Said Jack. I believe the thumbs are cut out of the limestone cliffs. Fallons barely nodded. She didn't say a word or look back at them. Before Jack and Annie could think of another way to get her attention, a rowboat arrived at the western shore. Now it's chapter 5, Belly of Queens. Now maybe tomorrow we get this book, but not the story because of a new chapter to read. Now, Jack and Annie are still babysitting the baboon and getting audition for the Fallons Nightingale. So they were gonna get the Fallons Nightingale's audition maybe later. So I will be very excited. Now, bye-bye everybody, and please thumbs up my YouTube if the little cuckoo bamboon is really, really cute. Now, bye-bye everybody, and have a nice day.